Good morning, my dear student. This is Surya Anand, chemistry teacher. Welcome in my channel, Chemistry Wala Anand sir. So, my dear student, good morning, all of you. This is Surya Anand, chemistry teacher. Welcome in channel, Chemistry Wala Anand sir. Today, I have come with the NCERT question, chapter number 4, carbon and its compound. We are completing the topic. Approx 80% and 90% topic is already completed with the NCERT. So, my dear student, what is the homologous series? Explain with example. What is the homologous series? A homologous series is a group of organic compounds having same functional group or functional characteristics such as double bond, etc., and similar chemical properties in which each successive numbers differ by CS2. The members of homologous series are called homologous. The homologous can be represented by the same general formula. For example, alkanes, methane, ethane, butane, pentane, hexane, etc. are members of homologous series, are called alkanes. All these can be represented by the same general formula CnH2n plus 2, where n can be 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Each successive members differs by CS2. They are all saturated hydrocarbon. They are all saturated hydrocarbons and have similar chemical properties. Similar chemical properties they have that. So, my dear student, this is all about the question number 6. Question number 7. How ethanol is differentiated on the basis of their physical and chemical properties? First, ethanol is known as spirit or simply alcohol. Pure ethanoic acid is known as glycical acetic acid. Ethanol is a colorless liquid with a pleasant smell. Ethanoic acid is a colorless liquid with a taste of vinegar. Ethanol is a burning taste. Ethanoic acid has a sour taste. Ethanol has a boiling point 351 Kelvin and ethanoic acid is a boiling point 391 Kelvin. Ethanol has no reaction with sodium bicarbonate. No reaction with sodium bicarbonate. It gives brick effervescence with sodium bicarbonate due to evolution of carbon dioxide. That is. So this is all about the question number 6 and 7. Right now describe the question number 8, 9 and 10. Because I promise you all that you are the board exam, we are going to start the crash courses on December. Approx I think so from the 20th December. So right now we discuss the question number 6, 7, and after that we discuss the question number 8, 9 and 10. So my dear student, what is question number 8? Question number 8 is all about the why does micelle formation takes place when soap is added to water? Will a micelle be formed in other solvents such as ethanol also? So we are going to discuss these questions. Question number 8 at first. So question number 8 is not going to quite clear, very hard. We already discussed in the topic about the micelle formation and the soap. How does the soap cleansing of soap acts and all the things we already discussed. If you have not, you have new in my channel, then go throughout the video and watch that. So my dear student, it is quite clear that I have promised you that I will start the crash courses also and complete the syllabus on time. So this is my honor to give you the class. So this is a question number 8. Question number 8 is question number 8. This is the NCERT book, you all know. Question number 8. Why does micelle formation? Why does micelle formation of scum formation takes place when soap is added to water? Will a micelle be formed in other solvents such as ethanol also, such as ethanol also. So right now discuss the question number 8. So question number 8 is, yeah, it is quite clear. Soaps are sodium or potassium salt. Soaps are sodium or potassium salts. Soaps are what? Sodium or potassium salts of higher fatty acids. Fatty acids. Soap missile or soap molecule ionizes in water. Soap molecule ionizes in water. Soap is going to be ionized in water. So the anion has two pairs. The anions has two pairs. The anion has two pairs. One part end is hydrophilic. One part end is hydrophilic. One part end is hydrophilic. One part is hydrophilic, and the other hydrocarbon chain. And the other, that is the hydrocarbon chain of hydrophobic acid. Chain is hydrophobic. So my dear student, from this it is quite clear. The oily and greasy substances containing dirt. The oily and greasy substances containing dirt do not mix with water. A soap help in what? A soap helps in their mixing of. A soap helps in. A soap helps in their mixing by forming micelles. That is the soap is added to water, so these are the reaction. The hydrophobic part is directed towards the hydrophobic part is directed the hydrophobic part is directed towards the oily drop, while the hydrophilic part is directed to what? Part is directed towards water. So my dear student, it is quite clear. In this way, the soap helps in the formation of a stable emulsion. The stable emulsion stable emulsion between oil and water. Oil and water. So and the next part of question is, since a soap is soluble in alcohol, after one line, since a soap is soluble in alcohol, therefore micelle formation does not occur in ethanol. Therefore micelle formation does not occur in ethanol. So my dear student, this is question number 8. Why does micelle formation takes place when soap is added to water? Soaps are sodium or potassium salts of higher fatty acids. Higher fatty acids. Soap molecules ionizes in water, and the anions has two pairs. One part is the hydrophilic and the other hydrocarbon chain is hydrophobic. The oily and greasy substances containing dirt do not mix with water. The soap helps in their mixing by forming micelles. That is, the hydrophilic part is directed towards the one oily drop, while the hydrophilic part is directed towards the water. In this way, the soap helps in the formation of a stable emulsion between oil and water. The question is, why does micelle formation takes place in soap is added to water? So these are the things when added to water. Since a soap, next part is the will a micelle formed in the solvents such as ethanol also. Since a soap is soluble in alcohol, so therefore micelle formation does not occur in ethanol. So this is all about the question number 8. After that, why are carbon and its compound? Question number 9. Why are carbon and its compound? Question number 9. Why are carbon and its compounds used as fuel for most application? Used as fuel for most applications. This is the question number 9, and this is the question number 9. So I am giving you the answer. They giving the answer. Carbon burns in air or oxygen. Carbon burns in air or oxygen to form carbon dioxide, or to form carbon dioxide, and releasing the large amount of heat. Like you, this is a reaction C plus O2. CO2 plus heat. CO2 is a gas. So these are the things. These are the things you have to be remembered. For example, I am giving you the example also. Just look out the answers. So my dear student, look out the answers. So it is quite clear. Look out for the answers, and it should be going to be not be very harder, but you have to be just remember it in a proper way. Not going to be harder, but you should be remember in a proper way. में
अभी नहीं होगा कसम से बोल मैं बोली नहीं होगी पता कसम
so it is in a proper way. So this is the question number 9. So this is the question number 9. For example, when 12 gram of carbon in the form of when 12 gram of carbon in the form of graphite completely burns 393 kg joule of what? Kg joule of heat is evolved. Of heat is evolved. Therefore, carbon as coal, coke, charcoal, or charcoal, and its compound are used as fuel. And its compounds are used as fuels. So, my dear student, it is quite clear from this example. Natural gas is mainly methane. Natural gas is mainly methane. That is the CS4. The hydrocarbon. Natural gas mainly methane, CS4. The hydrocarbons propane. The hydrocarbons propane. That is the formula of C3H8. Okay, C3H8 and butane C4 and butane C4H10 are present in LPG. So it is quite clear. And after that, petrol and kerosene are mixture of petrol and kerosene are mixture. What is the mixture? Mixture of natural gas, of various hydrocarbons, So my dear student, it is quite clear that all these substances are compounds of what? Compounds of carbon and are commonly used as fuel. Commonly used as fuels. So this is the question number 9, that why are carbon and its compound used as fuel for most application. Carbon burns in air or oxygen to form carbon dioxide and releasing the large amount of heat. That you see the reaction. That C plus O2, CO2 gas plus heat. When 12 gram of carbon in the form of graphite completely burns, 93 kg joule of heat is evolved. Therefore, carbon as coke, coal or charcoal and its compounds are used as fuel. Natural gas is mainly methane CH4, the hydrocarbon propane C3H8 and butane C4H10 are presented in LPG and petrol. And so you always remember the propane and butane are present as a substance of LPG. Constituent of LPG are propane. The objective questions comes here. C3H8 and butane C4H10 is present in LPG. This is a MCQ question, so keep in your mind. Petrol and kerosene are mixture of various hydrocarbons, and these are the substances or compounds are commonly used as fuel. So thank you for watching. We go to the next 10 questions. So these are the things you have to be remember. The last question of today, question number 10. We are discussing the NCERT question of exercises of chapter number 4. So you always keep in your mind.
आएगा यहाँ पे
Question number 10. The last question of today class. Explain the formation of scum when hard water is treated with soap. Soaps are basically sodium or potassium. Basically, soaps are basically sodium or potassium salts of higher fatty acids. So my dear students, hardness in water is due to the presence of what? Due to the presence of calcium 2 plus and magnesium 2 plus ions. Suppose that ions present in their salts. So it is quite clear. So the soap first react with calcium and magnesium. Calcium and magnesium ion to form ions to form what? To form insoluble precipitate of calcium and sodium and magnesium salts of fatty acids. Fatty acid which float as an off-white layer over water. This layer is called scum. Let's look at the examples by the reaction. Ca2 plus 2 COONA RCOONA, that is the going to the reaction. This is the hard water. Suppose that present in the hard water, and this is the soap. It react to give what? RCOO2Ca 2Ca plus 2Na. That is the scum. And in the next example, that Mg plus 2 plus hard water, and that also react with the RCOONA, that is the soap, and this is also RCOO2, this is the scum, and it gives you the, that is the Mg plus 2Na plus. So my dear student, explain the formation of scum when hard water is treated with soap. Soaps are basically sodium or potassium salts of higher fatty acids, and hardness in water is due to the presence of calcium 2 plus and magnesium 2 plus ions present in their salts. The soap first react with the calcium and magnesium ions to form insoluble precipitate of calcium and magnesium salts of fatty acids, which float as an off-white layer over water. This layer is called scum. And this is the reaction Ca2 plus RCONA, RCOO2, that is the scum, and magnesium 2 plus RCONA soap, that is the scum. That is the soap, and that is the hard water. So this is all about the today class. Thank you for watching my short. This is Surya in the video. Thank you. This is Surya, chemistry teacher. Welcome to my channel, Chemistry Wala Anand sir. Don't skip the video. Go throughout the video and like the video, share the video to those students aspiring of CBSE 2026, and subscribe it more and more, and views also. Thank you for watching.